Hey guys, I wanted to chat really briefly about Forex day trading while I watch that cork, and hopefully it's gonna go. Ooh, it did go under. Ooh, somebody's chasing that. There's no way I'm gonna be able to film this. There's a gar. Okay, this is gonna be funny. I don't have my chest mount. I don't have any mount. I've got a nice big fat live minnow under that cork, and I just saw him get smacked by a gar. I actually saw it. Let's see if he comes back and hits it. He may have picked it off that hook. That happens a lot. I wouldn't. They're starting to move. I wouldn't be surprised if he picked it. What I was going to say is this channel is Forex and Faith. I love day trading, and I traded this morning and had a shitty day. Had a bad day, and a lot of times you just don't want to talk about that. I wonder if he's got that. You don't want to talk about that stuff because you had a shitty day, but he's going back the other way. So this morning, I got in 2 trades. They were both reasonable sizes. I didn't over risk. I wasn't going crazy with leverage or anything like that. They both started to move in profit and then kind of chop around a little bit. And one of them got up, I don't know, 0.5%. I think I was risking $200, and at one point it was up $100. And I'm like, man, let's move this to break even. So I moved the stop loss up to break even, and ended up getting stopped out at break even. I think there was a small profit, $5 or $10, something like that. And then it continued to move all the way to what would have been my original full take profit. I'm gonna reel this in. I think he left it alone. So I moved a stop loss to break even. I'm gonna recast this. Sorry, I know this is all over the place. And then got stopped out. No harm. Got stopped out for $5 or whatever. But it ended up going and hitting what would have been my full take profit for 1.5 or 2 times my risk. But I didn't get that. I got like $10. And I got in another trade, and it started to kind of do the same thing. It was moving into profit and then started to kind of chop around a little bit. So like, all right, this time I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it because it's probably going to chop around and then go in my direction like the last one. Well, that didn't happen. It chopped around and then went against me. And so on the one hand, it's good that I did not move my stop loss. I have no idea what happened. I know it hit my stop loss, my full stop loss for my full amount. Again, it was a reasonable risk. So that's good. Part of being a successful trader is not over risking, over leveraging, which I did not do. But I got a full loss. So let's say a 1% loss. And then on the other trade, it was a break even. So I'm thinking, wow, that stinks. Basically in a bad mood. On my winner, I cut it short and didn't win anything. And on my loser, I lost. So crappy trading day. What can I learn? I think, on the one hand, moving stop loss, there's that fish again. Moving stop losses into break even is appropriate, but you can't just do it whenever you want. You can't just do it when it turns green. Like I'm in profit, you can't just move it then, especially if you're on a smaller time frame. So I think I need to have a place where it's appropriate to move my stop loss to break even, but it's not like as soon as it turns green. It's not even at 1%. It's not at a 1-to-1. Like if it gets to 1.5 or 2, yeah, then take some off and move your stop loss. And that's not what I did. So 1% better. Either get in a trade and leave it alone. Leave it alone. And let it play out, which is really probably what I should be doing. Or at a minimum, there's that GAR again. Set a line, an alert or something where, all right, now it's appropriate for me to move to break even. Anyway, would love your thoughts on that. Would love your thoughts on that. If you by chance do day trade, would love your thoughts on how you manage or don't manage. I'm still learning, but I love it. Despite being a bad mood and taking a loss, I love it. I'll be back on the charts again tomorrow. All right, guys. See you. Bye.